So, this weekend, because once again, folks, it's Friday, and you know what happens this weekend? Well, first of all, it's the weekend.
Yeah!
And second of all, daylight savings time. Congress weighs permanent daylight savings time in a debate as regular as clockwork. Yep, so Congress, federal Congress, as well as a bunch of state legislatures are right now debating whether or not to make this the final time we switch our clocks. Now, I just want to say, whatever time it is, if it's now, like, before daylight savings time or standard time, whichever one, I don't give a shit. My problem is switching the clock. So if we switch the clocks now and this is the last time, I'm done. If we switch it one more time in November and then we're done, I'm good. I'm good. So I just want to say, again, folks, daylight savings time coming soon. Didn't you cover this yesterday? Something new. This is a different article with more information. So, and you got to cover it. Well, I do. Well, you don't, but I do. A congressional panel on Wednesday debated whether to end the nation's spring forward or fall back daylight savings policy, citing the health effects of shifting the clock twice per year. Most agreed it was about time. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, fuck yeah! On Sunday, people in most parts of the United States will set their clocks ahead 1 hour so that darkness falls later in the day, a seasonal shift that is enforced by the federal government and will be reversed on November 6th. But more than 40 states, now for those of you that don't know, there are 50 states, so 40 is a large number, including Maryland. Thank you for letting us know that Maryland is included. Are considering changes to end the shifting, and federal lawmakers are weighing legislation that can make daylight savings time permanent. I'm telling you right now, if Democrats did this right before the election, they would win the election. I'm just saying. Health groups, including the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, have called for an end to the shifting, which was first adopted in the United States a century ago. Daylight savings time has been revised repeatedly by lawmakers, trying to strike the right balance, including a short-lived effort to make it year-round in response to the 1970s energy crisis. A pair of experts on Wednesday's hearing, convened by the House Energy and Commerce Committee's Subcommittee on Consumer Protection, also testified that twice-per-year disruption-hurt sleep is linked to cardiac problems and cardiac problems and presents other health and public safety risks. Again, there's more traffic accidents when clocks change and so forth. There's clear evidence that going back and forth not only affects adults with more heart attacks and strokes, but also affects our kids, particularly with teen sleep deprivation, said Beth Ann Mallow, neurologist who serves as director of Vanderbilt University Medical Center's Sleep Division. Mallow said essential workers and students are the most vulnerable to health and sleep problems and warned that the time shift means people may be waking up to commute in dark hours. There's just no reason to fuck with it. That's just my thing. There's no reason to fuck with this shit at all. So, let's keep going. Okay, the hearing was intended to gather information ahead of possible legislation, lawmakers said, with Democrats and Republicans both signaling their interest in changing the policy and citing public support for doing so. Nearly 2/3 of Americans want to stop the twice-per-year clock change. 2/3. That's like, what, 60-something%, right? Nearly 2/3, right? So that's less than 66. I guess less than 67. We heard today that changing our clocks twice a year severely impacts our health, said Rep. Frank Pallone Jr., a.k.a. Jr., Dinge, who chairs the committee. And over the years, the science continues to get clearer that sleep is vital for our health and well-being. I haven't decided yet if I want daylight or standard, and I don't think we should go back and forth. But I don't see, now this is where my position is. Either one, I'm down to debate that. I'm down to, like, I would say let's pass legislation that says that we stop changing our clocks and then do a national referendum on which, like, daylight or like daylight time or standard time. Do a national referendum, right, during the midterms. That's what I say, right? So pass legislation that says we're going to stop changing clocks as of 2023. So no more clock shifting. This will be the last year. And then we'll have a national referendum, every state, popular vote, daylight time or savings or standard time. That's how we solve this problem. Let the people decide. Congress's treatment of daylight savings time has sometimes been played for a joke. Such as HBO's Veep, where an ambitious backbench lawmaker made ending it his top policy issue. I mean, it's a good policy. So, while Congress may control time, lawmakers and witnesses were still bound by it. That's a great statement. 48 states. All right, y'all. That's pretty big. So again, call your rep, call your senator, tell them to end this disaster. This is my form of activism. I am telling all of y'all to call your motherfuckers and tell them to end the disaster that is switching to daylight savings time and back. Tell them to end it. And then also say that you heard it here on Above It All, starring Andrea Rovenski. All right. There you go. Daylight goddamn time.